Welcome back to RealAg Radio. It's now time for our weekly Rocky Talk segment, which is brought to you by Rocky Mountain Equipment. Rocky Mountain Equipment, dependability is what we do. Find out more information at rockymtn.com. And joining me right now for Rocky Talk is Case IH's Combine Product Specialist, Louis Melanson. Louis, how's it going?
Actually, going pretty good.
Good. Well, harvest. It's been an interesting harvest across a big part of Western Canada. A lot of challenges for a lot of growers. You know, you're the combine specialist, so you've been in a lot of fields. What have you been seeing through your eyes with this harvest here in 2018 across Western Canada?
Well, 2018, let's put it this way. It's been quite an experience so far. It's been very challenging, and it's been pretty much the same all across Western Canada. I've been in Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and it's pretty much the same comment. Customers are having issues trying to get the crops off because of the weather. A lot of the crops are down, which makes it more difficult because they're flat as could be, and then you need to scrape the ground, shave the ground in order to get as much of your crop as possible. And but the bright light at the end of the day is now we've had a stretch over here, which the weather's kind of turned for the better. And now a lot of people are getting their crops off. And for what I see so far, I've been doing surveys just about every Monday morning across Western Canada to find out where we stand. And so far, I think we're running about somewhere in the neighborhood of about 85 to 90% done. So it's coming along pretty good.
Definitely put a lot of, you're focused on combines, has definitely put combines to the test. It really feels like 2016 where, when you're ready to go and that window opens up, you got to go hard. And it really does, you see what your machine can definitely do.
That's what we've been finding. I mean, it's this year, since we're putting a lot, if it's damp and wet and green, it takes a lot more horsepower to drive that stuff through the combine. And a lot of guys are running, like most combines are running, like pins to the wall. So it's a lot of grinding.
Yeah, you sure know what you have when you have the challenges like this. When I look at this harvest, I really see that growers kind of figure out and you try to get lessons learned. What would you say are some of the lessons learned this year?
Wow, that's a tough one. Lesson learned, I guess, is try to make sure that your automatic header height controls are actually performing at their peak ability, because when you're running flat as a pancake on the ground, there's opportunities for rocks and slugs and whatever else. It's you get to learn how to use the deslug mode in your combines.
Yeah, I was talking to a grower yesterday, and he made the comment that he thinks, this challenge of trying to figure out, for the acres I'm farming and the crops that I have, do I have enough combine capacity? Do you have any rules that you kind of live by in this business?
That is a tough question, because depending on the area that you're in, like some of the areas, like for example, if you get into the Peace River country, it's pretty much tough all the time up there. So horsepower is a top requirement. So you got to buy the bigger combine. Down south, usually it's a little easier going. So your combines don't need to be quite as big. Like you can use a Class 7 or Class 8 combine versus a Class 9. And but like in kind of an average, like it's 5,000 acres, one combine, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's all over the map. It's a tough one to answer.
Yeah. Everybody's in their own unique situation. Depending on what the conditions are like, you may have a different answer on an ongoing basis.
Yeah, it's kind of like when people ask me, what's the fuel economy on your combine? I said, I have no clue.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if it's tough or if it's light going or whichever. So you pretty much got to take it as it goes.
Yeah. Hey, Louis, I really appreciate you joining us here for Rocky Talk.
All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
That is Louis Melanson. He's with Case IH. He's their combine product specialist, traveling all across Western Canada. If you want more information on Rocky Mountain Equipment, you can go to rockymtn.com.